Hi people, I've not done a sit down video in a while. I know I owe you guys a sit down video. Good morning everybody. I've just come back from school run. The time is 9:38. I'll put my lip gloss. First moisturize my lips first. Ellie, don't shake this thing please. I hope you all are doing well. I see all your support, all your love. Look. Thank you guys so much. I am, the business analyst term as is. That's I am when everyone asks me that question, I'm as is as feeling all the feelings. I bought this thing from TK Maxx. It was for £3.99. It's a hand cream. It's really good. As I should be, I guess. I feel like when you go through things like this, it shows you a different side to your partner or your spouse, and you begin to ask yourself, "Omo, omo, omo, omo." I don't know about anyone else, but I think that's where I have been, and it's been crazy. It's just from last year. It's just been really crazy for the both of us. We don't want to see each other eye to eye. Bone guy, we used to be like really close, and so this is it's very crazy. Pardon my language, crazy. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Mom, I've written so that I'm not blabbing. Okay, wait for me. I'm making a video when I'm done. I've written so that I'm not blabbing. Today's conversation, we're diving into something really real. That is not, I don't think I've seen anybody talk about this, but I just wanted to talk about it. But I think Chinwe Abang is someone that I've seen like talk about it, but not on a very deep level. I sat down and I've just been reflecting on my 20s and now 30s. I feel like there's this clarity that happens to you once you turn 30. For me, it really clocked when I turned 35, and I've been saying it. And the people that are close to me always say, "This is your 35 years, you're not going to let us rest." But now I'm 36. But I'm just saying, from last year, I just feel like a new woman was born. One that, when it looks like you didn't know what you want before, but now you know what you want. There's so much clarity of thoughts. There's so much. It's like I now know myself in a type of way. It's like I can now decide more holistically on things that I want. It's kind of a thin line between being intolerable, sort of like I don't want mediocrity. I don't want, if this is what I want and this is what I want. I don't know if you guys know about my blog, but I have a blog. If you go on my website, you see I wrote about it. I know the colors that I love now. Like before, if I want to order something, I'm like, oh, no. I know my colors. I know if I go to the shop to buy my coffee, I know what I want. I'm always going to have an oat latte, and it's always going to be small, most times medium, but like, and I've realized that I thrive more on routines, and so that's one of the problems that I've had. Once routines are not followed, once things don't go the way they are meant to be, I struggle with it. And I've just written so much. I reflect on my 20s, and honestly, there's so many of these choices that I've made. I think that it didn't come from clarity. Some were cultural expectations. Like my marriage, mostly, I loved being married. I'm a family person. I'm big on family. Like 7, and that's something I've also realized. I love to care for people. And so it was something that came to me naturally. But it was something that I really enjoy doing. I love the idea of family. Maybe because I'm also a firstborn child, I love those things. And so, well, I'm sitting down to think. I got married when I was just turning 26. In society, that's a good age, but I think I was not someone who was exposed enough. I didn't know so much. And so I don't think that decision was made from a really clear place. And I feel like the best time to get married, if you have not been exposed, if you have not traveled, if you have not experienced certain things, should be in your 30s. Because if you now look back, it looks like the decision you made in your 20s objects to what you want in your 30s, especially when it looks like the person you ended up with is not catching up to your growth, and for lack of a better word. And women grow so quickly. And I feel like because of that, you can outgrow your spouse. Cultural expectations, fear, lack of self-awareness. And now I know, you know. And back then, I really thought that I knew, like, I know what love is. And like I said to Kay recently, you took away my safety because I saw you as my safe space. You constantly did things that tugged at my safety. And so, and tugging at my safety, meaning that I'm not going to be stable. Looking back now, I see that mostly from a place of pressure. I want to tick that box. I want to make my parents proud. I want to be the friend who got married after uni. And I think some of those things is also to validate, that, oh, you're living life the way life is meant to be. And then your 30s come. You have lived a little. You have sat down to break your journey. You have started to, sit down with your traumas, sit down with your life experiences. You've started your healing journey. For me, I found my faith, and you've come into a certain light, and you begin to self-reflect. And now I'm a mom, and it just, clarity just hits you. So you just want to be in an environment that nurtures you. Like I was writing, and I just said that the love that I want is a love that heals me. Because yes, there are triggers. For example, one thing that Kay has constantly said to me is, "Oh, you're always getting angry." Okay, what about? It's already inside of me, yeah? Okay. How about not doing things that get me there? So that's the thing. Environments that makes you feel safe, that nurtures you. We don't say it loud. We smile. We carry on. We're living our lives. We raise our kids. We hold the home together. But inside, you keep asking yourself, if I had known myself better, I would have chosen differently. It's a heavy thing to live with, and you start to grow emotionally, you start to grow spiritually, you start to grow mentally, and your spouse doesn't grow with you. That's where the struggle is. I believe that everyone can be for everybody. We can, like, relationships can all work, but it has to be at a certain level that both of us, we're agreeing on things, we're moving together simultaneously. And I know there are seasons where it looks like the pendulum will be on one side and on the other side, but let's see at some point balance, and that's where the struggle is. You love them, but you just feel a gap in vision, a gap in depth, a gap in emotional language. I saw a video on TikTok yesterday. This girl said she was leaving her relationship because her partner was just not loving her the way she wanted to be loved. And a woman in her 30s doesn't settle. I feel like it's now that I'm understanding those our aunties back in the day, and you catch yourself thinking, did I marry the person I needed when I was broken, but now that I'm healing, it doesn't fit anymore? Is that something? It's a hard and painful reality to face. You wrestle with the question: can I stay here and not shrink? Is that a possibility? Is it possible for us to both evolve together? Emotionally, are we going to be able to fill each other's tank? I'm talking for myself. Maybe him himself will say, oh, I wasn't feeling his emotional tank. But no one prepares us when we outgrow people we love. When healing demands a different environment. The reality feels very fixed. But then again, we know that God doesn't waste anything. Even when our younger selves chose from brokenness, God can breathe beauty in these decisions. He can redeem and restore things and bring growth even in hard places. For some women, healing doesn't mean they would leave. Sometimes it will mean relearning each other, setting new boundaries, building new language, and creating a new culture in our homes. So, if you're in your 30s and you're feeling, all of this, it feels like I was saying the other, I think in one of my vlogs, I said that it feels like I'm in the middle of a midlife crisis. If there's that subtle tension of regret and clarity, you're not alone. Oh, we're in it together, and growth is painful, but it's also freeing. And you're not crazy for feeling what you feel. And so, yes, that is it. My thoughts and, my heart for the day. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this one. I'll see you in my next one. Ellie's just here yapping. She's just here yapping. She doesn't go to nursery today. She goes to nursery on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday. No Saturday. Well, thank you guys. Now see you in my next one. Saturday. Bye.